Got the phone dried out. She's dried out now. What do you think about that? Woo! Got this wind behind me. Slowest I can go is 3.7 knots, which is like 0.7 knots too fast. What's up, Scooter? We're trying here. I don't know. Trying to figure out where the fish are. We found one fish earlier. Man, it's windy up in here. It's not windy in my cabin. It's 4 knots now. Not gonna be able to catch nothing at 4 knots. That's terrible. It's way too fast. Dang it. What do I even do? I got a feeling that this is the area where Luke caught the fish. Maybe not. He might have gone out the north end, but yeah, this wouldn't be good in a sea dory over here. It's blowing about probably 25 knots. Look at the wind on the water. See it? It's like, I don't know. It seems like 4 knots is as slow as I can go. It's blowing me like 2 knots behind me. My springs are just bouncing all over from the wind. What's up, Edward? I'm trying to fish in this here gale force wind, but we had a bite earlier. We had one on and it got off. I'm trying to come over this area that I like to fish, but it's super windy over here. I mean, it's really windy. There's no waves because I'm like up in a cove, but it's so windy. Maybe it'll die out further back in this cove here. This is where I want to fish. Chances of getting a bite from one of these stupid king salmon at 3.6 knots is pretty low. Oh my goodness! Where'd they go? Give me some of that power potion! 3.5, we might get a bite, but I doubt it. If I go all the way back into the cove and then I turn around and come back against the wind, I can go as slow as I want. That's gonna be the trick. Might be a little less further in here. Edward needs fun. Dang it. Luke won't tell me where he caught the fish. I don't know. Man, YouTube said I only got 53 views on that stream for an hour with you guys in. They didn't feed me out to anybody. I had 15, 20 people in there the whole time. Must have been the same 20 people. Yeah. Well, we're doing 3-4 right now. There's Eugene, what's up? We're fishing in the gale force wind here. It's plenty windy. There's not much waves because we're up in the harbor area. Well, there's a little blue dot on the bottom. Maybe it'll bite. I definitely marked some fish back over there in that first spot we tried. We're going to go back over there. I just want to try over here too. Kind of going around and around. When I first went sport trolling in the winter time here, it was this time of year, maybe another 7 days from now. And the guy told me they weren't biting in the morning, only in the afternoon. And the first place we came, we started around noon, and the first place we came was back where we're going right now. And we got one on the, we got him on the coho killer. That's what it bit on. With a flasher. Nice sized fish. Rocking with them dudes. Jason, what's up? Yeah. I'm not taking the phone outside, you guys. I might be able to prop it up in the corner over there. But yeah, it really freaks out if it gets wet, and it's extreme rain and wind right now. I might be able to prop you up in the window so you can look out from the cabin, look out the back deck. Let's see if I even get a bite. Kind of cold. The wind is blowing through the cracks in the boat. Hopefully it'll blow some fish up in the bay. I'm pretty sure there's some fish in the back of that first cove we went to. We'll try going back up in there next. We're just making the harbor circuit here. Making the circuit. Luke was telling me the other day that he was like wearing out a little track on his, just fishing one spot. But I don't think that wasn't the day he caught a whole bunch of fish. It could be anywhere up in here. They might be like further back over there on the far bank. I'm not even gonna mess with that. It was like super windy in there. Could be okay like along the bank, but I don't even want to go around the corner. Like 30 knot wind on the corner. It's right windy right here. Look at this. See if you guys can see out the window here. I wouldn't want to be in this stuff in that 5-degree weather. I'd be freaking out and be like, time to go. But this is not 5 degrees. It's like 40 degrees or something. What's up, Yoshi? We're bait fishing right now. We're in the cove. Can you tell? Does it look like the cove? We're on the windward side of the cove. Now, I have caught fish in here when it's really windy before. I remember. What we need is to have them just drive over them and maybe we'll get some. Yeah. This boat doesn't care so much. It doesn't care about the little wind waves like that. Surely wouldn't want to be in an open boat. I don't think you could pay me enough to get out here in an open boat right now. Or a kayak, that would be bad news. Heading for shore, that's definitely what would be going on. Alright, I just marked a little something on the bottom, looked like a fish. Usually the only thing in here on the bottom like that is a king salmon. Didn't look very big, but something down there. Come on, bite for us. Come on. Wasn't moving. It was a really small mark too. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe Luke caught them all. Yeah, that sounds nice. There's another little mark on the bottom. Something small down there. Might be little shakers, a little, I don't know. Not too many lingcod in here. Sometimes a big halibut will come through here when it's like they're trying to find their spot right now. They're coming in. They come through here. What we're looking for is a nice 15-pound, 16 17 pound king salmon, something we can handle easy without breaking off. It'll pay really well. It's a nice big red mark on the bottom. Hey, did Zyro catch anything last night? I didn't see the live. How'd that go? I could have fish on right now. There's no way I can tell. My lines are shaking around so much from this wind. I'm looking for that big one that's really going to pull the string. I don't know. Maybe. Super windy up in here. Oh, he said he went live. He said he was only going to go live for an hour. Yeah, that's what we need. Well, that one we had right at the beginning of the day, no doubt about that. That was a keeper. That was a nice thing. It was pulling like crazy. We'll be back over there. We'll try that. We'll try a few passes in there, and then I don't know. What was that? Man, I can't tell. It's so much wind right now. Boy, offshore would be a real disaster today. Don't want to do that. Shannon's just joking. Shannon goes to Zyro's channel too. Skip going all the way back to this cove and just go head for that other cove. It's way more protected. Get back over there and work that for a while. We marked a couple fish in there. Hopefully my boat doesn't capsize with this wind blowing on it like that. Wow. Heeling over with the wind. Good thing I got a big keel on. Yeah! Oh, Bob is live. I don't know how much money Bob makes at it. I know Bob's live. Somebody go check on Bob and see if he's catching the fish. He was probably waiting for me to go live just so that they wouldn't have to deal with me in chat. Yellowtail snapper sounds good to me too. I can eat the fins off of it right now. I'm pretty hungry. Fry those fins up. Get back over there to that other cove where it's protected. It's crazy out there. Too windy. Bob, any fin is possible. Any fin is possible. He might be members only right now. He does a lot of that. Blood Dragon! Hello! We're out here in the dang blasted windstorm. Oh well. It's not too windy inside my boat cabin. As long as I don't have to go out there. I got water hitting my windshield and everything. Clean that rest of that snow off my boat. I think I'd rather go for oh my gracious. Daggone boat's heeling over hard. This is some serious wind. Shannon, with all that quota, all that halibut quota you got, dredging around in the ocean with a trawler, you make a ton of money. You're not going to get any money like that off YouTube unless you get famous. Like millions of subscribers. But I think those guys like Ace and High Adventures, they're pretty comfortable. Get yourself 1 million subscribers and then talk about how it's not good money. Hey, Edmondson! We're in the wind. Look at that, Edmondson. Look at this wind. Oh my goodness. Baby, what's up? Little breezy today. I should be able to get out of the breeze before too long here. Unfortunately, there's a dang blasted crab pot right in my way over here. I gotta go out and around it. I might have fish hooked on there. I would never know. There's so much going on with my springs in the wind. Nah, it'll be fine. Edmondson, we're in a cove. It's just extreme wind. It's not any, the waves are like 2 foot, but the wind is ferocious. It's 25 knots easy. That's like 30 miles an hour or something. It's alright, 2 foot waves don't bother this boat, and I'm inside, so I think we can get out of it here over in that other cove. We ought to be okay in where we started fishing. I just did come over here and make sure it wasn't like red hot fishing, you know. The red hot wind warning. Maybe I should go to the north end. Mackerel, the wind. Quit blowing up on my boat like that. I don't like it. I think we need to cross the... Whoa! Look at this. Just had a big gust come in, 40 mile per hour gust or whatever. It's coming for me. That translates in the video. Take my word for it, it's very windy. had a question and answer. Yeah, rain. It's just rain. A lot of rain coming down. We'll get out of the wind here in just a second. We're getting up along the lee of the island. Lee of the mainland, actually. Just about enough of that. Maybe we should be trying to do the north end, but I think this wind may be no good for the north end. I don't know. Might be alright up there. Blacked out my sonar. My sonar doesn't like having the bubbles come underneath the boat from the wind shot. Apparently I'm getting bubbleized. Oh, there we go. I was trying to read. Having a hard time. Bubbleization on the whatchamacallit, transducer. Going back into the protection area here. This is too much. Coming off the ocean. Go find out what's happening over there, Shannon. And oh, freezing rain is like the worst. I'm marking a little something at 70 feet, 65 feet. I don't know, it's like I'm marking them in here, but they won't bite. They like to bite the hand troller's gear, but not the power troller. Maybe got too many flashes out or whatever. I don't know. On a good day, I can catch a few though. Maybe today will get good. Wind's starting to die out over here. Get away from that open water. That's what I was in the cove and over here, and I thought it was pretty much okay until I went over there. I was like, whoa, maybe it's just getting worse. Tomorrow looks horrible. Terrible bad tomorrow. What happened? Did they catch anything yet? Are they fishing? Whoa, hold on, you guys. It's like crazy wind. That's some serious gusts. It didn't hit as hard as it was when we were out on the open there. I could see it coming in on the water. I can fish the gale force. This is like a heavy gale wind. It's doable. When it gets to storm force, it's not doable. We got a bite to kind of like tease us on. If we hadn't gotten a bite, I wouldn't be doing this right now, but we did get a bite, so yeah, we're still here. Probably some fish around. There'll be some fish up in that cove. We'll go back over there, troll down the bank. I'm gonna get over to this far bank. I can troll down the side of the bank. Yeah, I got 2 herring out right now. At some point I'll have to check my line because there's no way I'd be able to tell if I had a small fish on right now. No way. Way too windy to be able to tell. Yeah, I got a couple herring on. I could put more on, but I feel like it. Hook one with a hoochie and it'll stay on there, you know. Go bite the hoochies. Stupid fish. That side of the harbor's a no-go. It's too windy. A little bit too windy in there. Terry, babe, we're fishing in the 30-mile-an-hour wind. They're around the harbor though. There's no waves. They're just hanging out by the harbor. I had to, my phone got wet earlier and I lost charging capabilities. Just got my phone fixed back up. Set it over by my exhaust. And then kept trying it. Then I turned it off so I would be able to make an emergency call if I needed to. And tried to wait another 15 minutes and tried plugging it in while it was turned off, and that worked. Yeah, sorry, the harbor's not very exciting fishing. It could become exciting real quick though. Run into some of these fish and start biting or whatever it takes. I already went right up into the harbor one time. That's like where the actual boat dock is. That's a good drag. Last year in the spring, the harbor went off. I can't remember where I went one day, and then later on I found out that the guys, they were on like the halibut boats. They were launching their little dinghies, you know. One of those dinghies had like 20 fish one day. All I got was like 8 that day. I wasn't happy about that. They're in there just catching them and letting them go. Half of them are probably dying, you know. They come in the spring, like in May. Late May, once the herring are done spawning, they come in here. Go crazy on the schools of herring and smelt and stuff that are hanging around the shallows. Yeah, it's the same way here. You can catch them in other communities too. At Cake, they fish right at the harbor. They got a hatchery at Cake. They got the net pen is like right next to the boat dock, and guys troll right down along the boat dock and get them. I hear it's the same way in Juneau, but there's like all kinds of crazy rules in Juneau. There's so many people in boats. It's the capital here. Sitka, nobody fishes in the harbor. There's too many boats. It's probably not even legal to fish around the harbor with a boat. As soon as you get outside the harbor, though, like out of the breakwater, you can fish. Yeah, I kind of wanted to try and go offshore, Terry, but the amount of wind in the harbor left no doubt about that's not even possible. There's no way. Backtrack hooligan! I thought I made you blue yesterday. What happened? Weren't blue yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, let's go back there in that cove. There was some feed and stuff back there too. Should be some king salmon. We hooked that one. We marked another one. And then on my way out of there, I marked another one just out in the middle of the bay here. None of them bite, the ones I marked. How did they get the flounder? Were they fishing with a hook? I love flounder fishing. They stab them with the trident spear or what? I used to think I really wanted to go gigging them. I guess it might be fun, but I watched a bunch of videos of. I kind of like binge watched the flounder gigging. can only watch so much flounder gigging. Oh, that's cool. Is it open season? Louisiana? I saw they had like, I was watching some guy fish in Texas or Louisiana and they were nailing some flounder. I guess they were fishing for redfish and trout and they kept catching flounder but it was closed. Alright, here we go. Fishing right in amongst the islands and stuff, see? Hopefully we can get one. This is like that show they had the other day in Port Protection where the guy's just going around the harbor. Except we don't have any rockfish here. Much shallower, muddy bottom. We're really gonna haul butt when we turn downwind. That's okay. Fathoms, 17 fathoms right here. I'm trolling 10 fathoms, trolling down 10 fathom line. Cutting across the channel right now, lining up the bank. It's like 38 fathoms over there where I set my crab trap. There's a hole right there, a lot of mud and shrimp and stuff in it. The bait fish come, they live in the shallows in here. A lot of herring and stuff live in here. They push through, you know, coming in off the ocean, it comes into in between these islands, and sometimes the king salmon come with it. There's usually some resident king salmon, you know, they come in here off the ocean and they're like, oh, okay, there's some shrimp around here, a little herring. They hang out until I catch them. That's what we're going after. It hasn't been good for a while in here, but gigging the flounder, we gig them with a spear, like a little trident spear with 3 prongs and little barbs on them, and then they use a light and they go around the shallows in the southeast and the south, and they shine a light, and then they look for the flounder. When they see it, and sorry my boat's so loud. I've been daydreaming about how I could silence my boat. I think that would be really good for my channel. But, you know, just trying to keep getting on here, pay the bills and stuff. Maybe make one pass through here. If we don't get anything, we'll just call it a day and go in. Oh my goodness, what the heck was that? Something crazy just happened with my wire over here. Sea lion got my fish or something. Or a halibut. Halibut snapped me off or something. Something happened. My gracious. What the heck was that? We're in the harbor, Shannon. Yeah, something crazy just happened. We might have broke one off there. I don't know. I don't know what else that would have been. It was like, the spring was just like, it didn't really stretch out real far and then pop like a lion, but maybe a halibut pulling straight down might have done that. I don't know. Seems like there's more halibut. The government gave us a little bump in halibut. There must be some coming through in their, whatchamacallits, their survey sets, you know. Missed rock. Yeah, I don't know what that was. We're nowhere near the bottom. Weird. tiny one. 1%, Shannon. Ah, the weather's nice over here. You would never know that it was blowing 30 miles per hour right across the way there. This is a much better spot to fish in here. To fish it. Oh, here comes a little wind. All I had to do was say something and it bumped up. Wrist rocket, yeah, that'll work good down there. Makes sense. Mexico, maybe probably not illegal. Can't have a gun in Mexico. Not allowed to shoot them here either, but I'm just saying. It's probably a law in California against having a gun on the water too. State waters. Imagine if you killed one of those sea lions on accident with a wrist rocket. Get a big enough marble and get it stick right in his eyes. Then it goes belly up. Federales will be there in an instant. That's funny. Oh, yeah, we're going to go right back down that same line here. We got our gear out. We're pretty well set up for fishing in here. I got a few more flashers on than I like to fish in the cove here, but looks like the water's clouding up real nice with the storm going on. Incoming tide, we got dirty water coming in. So too many flashers shouldn't bother them. Good for you. So many of them here, it's crazy. Big old fluff head out there with his big bald head lion. We got some big ones around here. Yeah, maybe they'll start biting in the back of this cove. I don't know. We'll give it a couple turns over here. We're just making our way back into the, we call it Deep Bay. We had one on. We didn't give them very much of a chance. We took one other pass in there, and then we went on about our way. Trying to imagine I could get somewhere else, but it was really too windy. Probably need to have a plug out there. Caught them in here this time of year on a plug before. Maybe it was in December. I think it was December. Patrick! There he is! Patrick! Hey, it's a papa! Very good. Oh, Holly will get off for lunch here soon. That'd be cool if Ollie comes in. Come on, come on. Well, we got our crab trap down, so at least that's a productive thing that happened today. I don't know if I can get it back tomorrow. It's going to be blowing so hard. Eye doctors, that's cool. I need to go get new glasses myself. Mine are all like, look how loose they are. They've been great. I think I'm gonna have to get another pair. These are like carbon fiber frames. I've given them every opportunity to get broken. They do not break. This is nice. This will help melt some snow. The rain and warm weather melts some of this snow out of here. I need to get some dump metal for my duck coop. What do you call it? Duck coop? Goose house? Whatever. To prepare for the arrival of the duck. I guess they don't get here for more than 30 days. But eye appointment on the 18th. We don't even have an eye doctor here. I mean, I guess they come around sometimes. But when are you going fishing again, Terry? I want to see some fish caught, man. Can't you take some night crawlers out there or something? Go get some live crickets and one of those cherry bobbers. The red and white bobber with some crickets. Throw it up there next to the weed beds. New Jersey Fishing Maniac is on! Is that the live scope sonar you got, NJ? It's very colorful from a distance. I'd kind of like to see what you're looking at on there when you say they're coming up. I can see them coming up on my machine too. But it's not a live scope, it's just depending on the angle of the picture, I can tell what they're doing. Okay. So you going walleye fishing tomorrow for the last time, before the ice gets bad, or what? How come you never fall through the ice? Bob always falling through the ice and stuff. Twice now. What did he do? He put his leg through the hole or something the other day? One last trip, alright. I always like walleye. I never caught very much of them. I think that's why it's something that you want what you can't have, you know. And where I lived in Virginia, there really wasn't much walleye. Sometimes in the river we would get them. I'm trying to remember how in the world I catch them in the river. I think I caught them on like a spinner when I was a kid out of the river. Great Falls, Virginia, right out of the big giant waterfall there at the bottom of the waterfall. Got some one time on a spinner. I think it was a black Meps. Go with the squirrel tail on it. Small one. Maybe I misremember. But one day we caught some and then they weren't very big. I thought I'd figured it out and then I never really, I'd go back there and all I'd catch was like catfish and stuff. Did I sell the extra fishing trip? Yeah, I gave it back to them. But they might, you can go on a list, you know. Get on a list and then anybody cancels, you'll get in. And I don't know the chances of that. If you call, talk to the lady that manages the Shogun, then she'll tell you what the deal is. Like, if you could maybe get on, or if it may be a waste of time, or what. I don't know. But supposedly it's like the same guys every year that have been coming on there for years. Nobody could remember the people that didn't come. I was like, well, who didn't come? And there is a sea lion, you guys. Get them. Is that a sea lion? What the heck is that? What was that? Oh, it's gotta be. Oh my gosh, we did get lioned earlier. I bet that's exactly what that was. We must have had one on, you guys, and then the lion took it. Oh. Is that a lion or a seal? I don't have a problem with seals. I don't have a problem with sea lions. Oh, it's a sea otter. It's okay. No problem. No problem with a sea otter. Other than the fact it's eating all my crabs. Get out of here. Crab eating varmint. There's Lee, what's up? Sure, brother, what's up? Parliament! Oh, Oh, Pearlman, I was watching a Johnny's reloading bench video. He was talking about the Sierra Game King. I think that's the name of the bullet, the Sierra Game King, or like the original one that has the little crimped hollow point at the end. Anyway, he shot one of those. I bought some. I have some in the 6.5 Creedmoor, and I have some in 308. And he shot one of the 6.5 Creedmoor into the gel block. I think he was shooting 200 yards, but that thing, the bullet came apart. It ripped up into like 5 pieces. But the description in the Sierra's description says it holds together well, and it's like a good deer cartridge. And then someone was saying, I saw somewhere someone was saying it was a good some African guide liked them a lot. Anyway, I got them for my 308 and for my 6.5. It's just interesting that the test showed it falling apart like that. But he did mention that it's like it broke up into like 5 pieces, so it didn't like disintegrate. It went to pieces though, big pieces. Interesting. 200 Game King. Just got everything with. So are we talking about the same bullet, the one with the hollow point? It's got like a crimped hollow point at the end. Looks like a little X. I heard it's kind of fat up front too. It's like they say the ogive is more up front on it than like your other Sierra bullets. It's different shape. What do we get reminded of? I didn't see. Andemanson. Hit the like button. Yeah, help me out. Hey, you guys, 16 people. If I could get 2 more subscribers, I hit 9.5K. I do not know why. It's like YouTube's not trying to help me out. I am so slow on subscribers. I got so many subscribers last summer, and then like, you know, even a couple videos earlier in the month I was getting sometimes 10, 15 a day, and now I'm like down to one subscriber per 1,000 views. That's not very good. Oh, you got solid Game King? So you got like the going with a soft point on it? Or are you talking about the Match King with the solid I think the Match King has a tiny hollow point. There's all different kinds. I have like I had really good success when I started reloading with the Sierra bullets, so I've been buying like all different kinds of them. Oh yeah. Well, I got the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's super accurate. It wasn't when I got it. It shot okay, but I put the glass bed and pillar bedded the thing, and now it shoots really well. It shoots so well, in fact, that I'm afraid to change to the. I've just been shooting the Hunter hammer copper solid bullets out of it, and it seemed to be sensitive if I change back and forth to the lead bullets. I almost don't want to shoot any lead core bullets out of it anymore. I got such incredible accuracy. But I will. I think I will. I gotta just clean it out real well and then switch over to copper again. A gray tip? What in the world? So it's got a plastic tip? There and there, Alpha, what's up? Yeah, a couple more subscribers. I thought I would have gotten 9.5 yesterday, but I didn't get it. It's getting to be kind of silly. So what I gotta do? I guess halibut season's coming up. That'll probably be popular. I don't know. I kind of like assume that I get 10K because I'm so close and I got so many subscribers last year, but now it's like they won't give me 10K. It almost seems like YouTube makes you work for it, because I got like, when I first started, you know, it was like benchmarks. You know, up to like 200. But I remember when I got like 250, and I could not get 300 subscribers. And then when I got to 490, it was like I couldn't get 500. And then it seemed like they really made me work to get 1,000. Like I got 9. Man, get 1,000 was really hard. Look at these sea ducks right here. Surf scoters, those are common surf scoters. Anyway, it would just be cool to get 10,000. It's like a benchmark or whatever. Top 5% of YouTube channels. Be cool. We could come up with some kind of a formula to get subscribers, and I could get more. But right now, I think if I could quiet the boat down, that would be a big deal. And then mount the camera. I'm gonna try mounting the cameras on the what you call it, the hay rack. That might help a lot. But it's cool having you guys in. It seems like that's a pretty okay number. 20 people in chat, and you guys support really well. So yeah, look at this cut. That's kind of a bad cut. Polymer case 308. Now we talk about the projectile or the case itself. Someone say lunch. I'm out of food here. Holly, love you so much. I didn't see you come in. Well, it's pouring rain out here. It's like practically walking around in the water right now outside. Fortunately, I haven't gotten a bite in a long time, so I don't have to go outside. I'm not going out there until they get a good, strong pull on our line. Give me a second. Crab trap has been deployed. Yeah, we had some luck. We got the crab trap out. I think that went really smooth. There was like no pulling it sideways. There was no lines wrapping around my foot like that one time. That was a real nightmare. And yeah, it's got a good amount of bait. I have had more bait in it before. I would rather have had more bait in it, but leave it out there for a few days. We ought to be in there. Ooh, there's some delicious crab. Yeah, it's that line cut me. Alright. I think the wind actually picked up. It wasn't this windy in here this morning. It's okay. Spire point. Well, interesting. That's interesting. I don't think that I've never seen that. I've never seen one that fits the description that you're talking about. Wow, the wind. Look at the wind on the water. It's just like boiling on the water. No big deal, they say. I haven't caught a fish in here in a while. We did get some out of here this winter. It's not very many. On a good day, I might get 5 or 6 out of here. One day I got a bunch. I think I was in December though. Normally in the spring, March, April, I might get 2 or 3 on a really good day. One. We already got our one bite, you know. Ah! We didn't hook him. We didn't hook him well enough. I got a tanner pot out there. That's what we're going for. Come on, fish, give us the buoy. I can't believe it got away last time. Oh, I can't believe it. Not that kind of crab. Not the horny crabs. There are some around here. There are some little ones around here in the rocks. They call them the hairy helmet crab. I thought they were baby king crabs. They taste alright. Then when I found out that they were hairy helmet crab, that really kind of ruined it for me. What is going on? Do we have a fish over here? We might have a fish. I am not taking this phone outside or you will never charge up again. I do think I have something on though. What if I put you guys like this, in this spot here? You guys hang out here? Yeah. I'll move that shovel. We might have something. I'm not sure. bummer, dude. Dang. You guys get to see it? Oh, we got one. It was a real battle. They did not want to come in, but we got him. Who knows how long that sucker been on there? The line started to like vibrate and stuff, so. But thought I better go check it out, and sure enough, there was one on there. Scott's off. Woo. Yeah, I got one. Not a big one, but keeper. Put this bag on. It bit up on the black and white hoochie with the metal flasher way up on the line, like halfway up the wire. Maybe we can get another one. That's good. Yeah, I got one. Got food. See, when they bite the plastic squid, they don't get away. Well, he was trying though. Didn't get away. It was all the way on the inside of the bone there. Who knows how long we've been dragging that thing around. Who knows how many we might have on our floats too. I don't know. If they're hooked good, you can just drag them around all day. They can come in dead, no problem. Got them. You guys get to see it or no? Charger's still working, that's good. Alright. Let's have lunch. Thank you, Lord, for this food, God. We just bless your name. Just ask that you strengthen us every day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah, we need God's strength. That's what I want anyway. How about you guys? Here we go. So we get another one. I got some toast. I got some potatoes, actually, of all things. Figure out how to open this bag. I mean, it's dark. Here we go. What I got? Little potato squares. Ooh, put some salt in there, that's for sure. Well, the phone fell over. I don't know if you got to see me land the fish or what. Right there in there. Tyro, we got one! Got the harbor fish. Good deal. Thanks for stopping by, 30 people. If I could get 2 subscribers, please, so I get to 9.5. Yeah, it's good. Salty fried potato is good. phone are you getting? Hang on it. Possum holler, what's up, Virginia? Got one to pay for fuel and stuff. Let's see if we can get one for the bank, you know. One to buy bacon. Quite windy. Daggone possums are everywhere today. Wow, this wind is crazy. I'm only going 2 knots, but I'm gunning it. Go a little faster. Here we are, Killians. What's up? Thanks, Virginia. Possum 101. Dealing with some substantial wind and rain out here, and I did not want to go back outside. At some point, I will be required to go outside to clean that fish. I need to check my lines too. If I got one fish on, I might have more than one. I don't know. Let's go up here by where we caught that last one. spot where I catch them pretty frequently. But I am going to get them back here. They like this one point. Got them right on this point. It's not a real drastic point, but there's like a dip in the bank, what they call a salt chuck. For some reason, the fish like to be around the salt chuck. A lot of times on outgoing tide, I get them here, but on incoming tide too. It's incoming now. Temperature is about 39 degrees today. Warm front, very stormy, windy, rain, warm. That's warm for what it has been. It has been, like a week ago, it was -8 degrees in the morning. It's way too cold. Not supposed to be that cold here. Yeah, that'd be nice if I could get a monster one. There was some monsters caught like a week ago. Maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Guy caught a monster one. I think he caught it with a fishing rod, but I'm not sure. Wish I could get this daggone eyelash out of my eye. You guys see an eyelash in there? Something. Maybe I got like a parasitic worm is grabbing onto my brain from behind my eye. It just feels like there's hair in there. Right in here where we hooked that last one, kind of in front of this salt chuck thing here. See, this is the point. They like it right here on this point. I don't know how many fish I've caught there, but quite a few. We usually don't get a whole bunch of them in here, but you know, we might get 3 or 4 or 5 on a good day. Like, I'd be happy to get one. We got one. 2 would be great. We're like right near the harbor, so 2 would be money. All we need to make good money is 2. Get $150 or something like that for the day. Boy, it is surely storming out here right now. Look at this wind coming at us. It's not that. Don't say that, Edmondson. Edmondson! No turn in eyelash. Don't say that. Oh, it's a turn in eyelash. I'll have my wife look at it tonight. I moved to Alaska from Virginia, but I was in Northern Virginia. I never did spend any time in Southwest Virginia. I hardly ever even drove through it. I wouldn't get on Highway 81 until I come up once or twice. I went down Highway 81 to North Carolina one time to get to my friend's house in Carolina. But typically Highway 64 is as far south on 81 as I would go. No, it was cool. I grew up on a lake there. My family has property in Central Virginia around Charlottesville, and my buddy to this day lives in Edinburgh up in Northern Virginia on the west side, west of Front Royal. I like Northern Virginia. I could get to I got to fish around the Potomac River a lot there. It's good fishing there. And I could get to Ocean City, Maryland. I like to fish Ocean City a lot, and that was closer to Northern Virginia, Just go after rush hour and you could shoot out there pretty quick. I might end up retiring in Central Virginia there at the Fluvanna County. That's where my farm is in Central Virginia. Fluvanna. Seems like they gone super liberal now with that female governor they elected. Saw something about gun control in Virginia. I made the news the other day. Not good. None of the governors, since I left, they started getting more and more liberal. Might as well be I think it is a blue state now, isn't it? It's crazy. It's all because of Northern Virginia. So many people in Northern Virginia, they skew the vote. City people. Lady Sky, what's up? There's a little blue scratch on the bottom. Sometimes the king salmon look like that. Let's see if it'll bite. Come on up and bite. Man, it's gnarly out here. For the cold, this is about as rough as it gets. Yeah, the fish down there, they don't know it's windy. I think they get more oxygen in their gills when it's like this. The water caps get fired up. Waves are fine. They're small. It's just irritating. The wind's blowing so hard with the rain and stuff. I don't want to go out there. I can't tell what's going on with my wires either because of the waves are hitting bouncing the springs all the time. Bouncing. I don't know what's a fish and what's a wave hitting the wind hitting the lines and stuff. I could tell I had something going on with that one because the wire started shaking real crazy. Seemed like I knew right when he was on there because that fish was so green, it was real powerful. It wasn't on there for long. I drag him around around for long enough, it pretty much kills them. It will kill them sometimes. Get hooked in the gills, and you bring them in, they're just dead, spinning around on here. That'd be fine. Be happy to bring some dead spinners in. Give me the dead spinner all day long. We'll take it. How many dead ones do you think we got on there, Shannon? We've been dragging around all day. The floats haven't checked. Checked one time. We had a bite this morning. No, not a 30-pounder. Terry doing carpet today? Is that what's going on? I had some promising sonar mark back there. That one, that little bit of blue on the bottom, that looked kind of fishy to me. Come over here by this point and make a turn, go back around again. Down in the back of the cove. We get back there where there's the least amount of wind. I'll go out and clean that fish and check my gear. Deck loads of fish on the wires. We're lucky to get one in the harbor. We haven't caught one in the harbor in a long time. We've been coming out here and not getting one. Not happy about that. Good, glad we got one today. Guy William Pearl just texted me, said he wants to help me grow my channel. I wonder what kind of deal that is. William Pearl. I need to tag some products on here. What kind of stuff can we sell on this thing that you guys would buy anyway? Buy through my channel and make some commission. What do everybody needs? We need to get some toilet paper, some coffee, stuff that everybody uses and you run out of. That would be ideal for me. Bullets. Don't you wish we could all just sell bullets, you know? Clothing, beanies, hats. No one buys the clothing though, Shannon. I can work on that. Is a good point. I need to work on my my graphics. I want to do some different stuff, but it's not that easy. You know, you've got the thing where you made the. It's not easy to do it. It's not as easy as just like, I want a new T-shirt, then you just go and slap one up. Pain in the butt is what it is. It's like a job or something. Yeah, thanks. If I could get a couple of subscribers out of this deal, I'd have 9,500. I had 9,448 subscribers this morning. And all I need is 2. I wonder like how many people unsubscribe and subscribe. There's people unsubscribing all the time, so I need to keep up the, you guys, help me keep up the forward momentum. We come to a standstill. I got the king salmon in the 30-mile-an-hour wind for you. Please subscribe. Every day we try to get the king salmon. We've been catching a few recently. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I went through a whole period where I was like, make sure I mention like and subscribe. I'd say every once in a while, like, help me out, subscribe. And then I'd get some subscribers. I'm like, wow, that really works good. And then sometimes they're like, hey, help me out, like and subscribe. And at the end of the day, one day I had like 4,000 views to get 1 subscriber. Really? 1 out of 4,000? That's it? Give me a break. Those are not good odds. I understand. The boat's loud, you know. I'm not catching the fish every 5 seconds right now. I scroll I'm on the vertical stream. I scroll the vertical, and then I'm not subscribed to somebody unless they got something that I definitely want to see again. I am not subscribing to them. I might watch, 10 different channels. And I normally don't subscribe. I don't want to get blocked up by my feed, all bunch of stuff I don't want to see all the time. I get it. That's why I don't post a bunch of like share out people's channels and stuff, because I don't want to see that stuff in my feed. But like, unless I pick it out and that's what I want to watch, I don't want to see it come up on my thing. Gary is here. Gary, you see we got a fish. We're big in Holland. Yeah, what's his name? Paul Van Wolfring came through and hit with the gift memberships yesterday, I guess. I was totally surprised. I didn't know Paul's got a channel. I went over there and it was like he had a whole thing on how to do carp rigs, and he was speaking in another language, but the automatic dub was on. It's semi-interesting to me. I can't fish for carp, so I didn't watch it for like the whole thing, but he was live today. I went and saw he's doing the he's catching sturgeon apparently. Catching up on those sturgeon in a pay lake for sturgeon. I never heard of such a thing. It was on this morning too, Gary. It was on. They kicked him out of the lake this morning around like, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. I was watching at my house. He didn't catch any, but there was like some big ducks walking around, and he cursing the ducks. I'm like, feed the duck. He's like, heck no, I'm not feeding that duck. Didn't want a duck bothering him, I tried to pull the sob story. I guess gave those little teared up eyes like the duck is starving. He goes, the duck's not starving. I'm like, just feed the duck, man. He's like, no, not feed the duck. Oh, Paul. Lots of sturgeon in North Dakota. We have sturgeon here. Somebody caught one in the net. Larry Bemis caught one in his net like last year or the other year. I heard the Holcombs have caught them in their net too. They get them in the river. I don't know what the heck. They live in the ocean and then they go into the river to spawn, or they're just hanging out in the river, or I don't know. Our river is really small, but there's like the saltwater part at the mouth, the estuary part, it's tidal. It's pretty big down there. I think the sturgeons might hang out in the estuary part and like go in and out of. There's a lot of river mouths like that on the coast here. I don't know. I know there's not like a season for them. There's not very many of them. Escaping the suburbs, inspirational info on how to improve your channel and do different things on YouTube. Nope. Escaping the suburbs, huh? I might have seen that channel once. I think I got salt in my eye now. A lot of sturgeon in the St. Lawrence River. St. Lawrence, not in Canada. Where is that? I think I have seen something called Escaping the Suburbs before. Let's see if we can get another fish. That'd be great. Maybe this wind will die down. I actually think it's supposed to get worse. It's supposed to get really bad tomorrow. It'll blow some fish up in here. Canadian border. What, froze the sturgeon? What the heck? Dumb fish. Get out of the way. Well, they were too shallow when it froze, and the whole lake was too shallow. Freeze the whole lake through. I've never caught one. One time when I was a kid, my aunt took me to the Columbia River in Portland. This was 30 years ago or something. And there was a guy on the pier. They had like a little wooden dock pier thing on the Columbia, somewhere near Portland. And he had surf rods out, and he had a dead sturgeon. He had a keeper size. There was like a slot limit for him, and yeah, he was using night crawlers off the pier and just pitching it way out there in the Columbia. And he had like a, I don't know, it was like a 40-inch sturgeon or something. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't catch one though. That's the only time I've ever seen one. Edmondson says they're ugly. I don't know, they're pretty cool. They got those like scale things on them. I thought they're good to eat, Edmondson, so that's all I know is they're good to eat. And that guy had one that looked good to eat. It looked good to me. It was yeah, it was about 40 inches long, I think. It looked good. It looked exotic, you know, kind of like a shark. Yeah, I see where we hooked that fish. Classic spot where we hooked that fish. Maybe we'll get another one here. Got it right in the spot. We're in the zone here. That's Edward one. Smoke what? Come on, give us a bite. We're in the spot. I think I'll bounce in the bottom with my cannonball a little bit. It does that in here. Kind of a steep ledge. You get into the depth, and then the pole on the right will drag your gear through the. I've never gotten stuck on it. Sometimes, well, I've gotten stuck on it. I've never gotten snagged on it. It'll like hold and then pop loose. Looks kind of like cobblestones on the bank with a few rocks. Some bait fish right here. You guys, we've been seeing some bait fish back in this cove. They might bite today. I don't know. Maybe we'll find some in here. Maybe they'll come out to play. Maybe we can get one more. That'd be cool. Maybe we already got one more, I don't know. Gary says we got swimmers. Sergi, what's up? Certainly much better weather in the back of the cove, or maybe it's taking a break from blowing 30 miles an hour for a minute. I want to finish my tack down this bank. When we turn around, a lot of times you go to the back of this cove, you can like come right back up the middle, and sometimes that's the best bite. It's right up the middle in the back. It's the only place where I catch them out in the open around here. It's the back of this cove. My best day back here. Actually, not my best day, but a good day I had one time. So I'd get a couple on the sides here and there, and then go to the back, come right up the middle, and I'd get a couple doing that. Went on for a few hours. That was a good day. Thanks, Sergi. Thanks for coming in, saying hi. Come on, fish, give us a bite. Any second now. 12:58. Man, I sure would like to catch more than one fish for all our effort. We're just now like in the zone where we've been getting bites. So we had 2 bites in here today, right in this stretch here. We haven't spent that much time in it. This is only like the 3rd pass. Weather forecast looks really good on Sunday for me. I probably won't fish. I don't know. Maybe I will. Think about it. It bit on the hoochie with the black and white hoochie. What's that one called? The copper hoochie on the metal flasher. That thing up, had it all the way in its mouth. It was really hard to get it to come in. I don't know. The boat's blowing with the wind, and it took me forever to get that fish to come to hand. Then I hit it on the gill plate a couple times with the gaff. I didn't like that very much. By some miracle, we managed to get it in the boat. The black assassin, yeah. It's half pearl, half like oil slick black. Yeah, that fish went for it. First fish on that one, I think. Yeah, it was up on top. It was like on the bottom I have a flasher with a herring, and then I got one of those gem spoons on a long leader. And then I got it might even have been on the one above that, like on the top hook. Wanted that metal flasher. Nice back in the cove here. This is real nice. Got a nice smooth trolling drag in here. I don't see any reason why we can't catch another one back here. Especially it's calming down all of a sudden. Not getting beat up on by the waves. Might be able to tell if I got a bite on my float right now. Yeah, we'll have to check the floats. They're way out there too. Put my rain jacket on and go out there and check the gear, and then come back in, turn the hose on, and clean that fish. It'll be fine for a couple minutes. Cold and rainy out there. Can't remember. Oh yeah, tomorrow is really bad weather. It'll be terrible tomorrow. Couple of merlet birds out here, or whatever they are. Birds. Auklet? I think that's what that guy from, what you call it? Port Protection called him. What do we got here? Heavy lift gang, what's up? I don't know what that thing is. Diving out. Something that eats minnow. Minnow eating bird. In here eating up on all these salmon food. Eating up on all the fish food. Come on, come on, give us a bud. Yeah, you know the camera got wet today, but I'm getting ready to pull gear in here in a second. I'm coming up in the back of this cove, and when I turn it around, I'm gonna go out there. It's been so windy, I haven't been able to tell if I get in a bite or not. I'm gonna check my gear, and then I got a fish to clean too. I'll clean the fish. I normally always take the camera out, but I had a technical difficulties today with this monsoon. It seemed to work okay. I found a spot to sit it. I guess I shouldn't laugh at the trolls. It's okay. Thanks for getting rid of them, Gary. Is that part of the plan, to make me look back so I laugh at their jokes? Hello, GTRMCA, whatever that says. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I kind of like watching. If you watch those popular streamers, they got trolls coming in nonstop, man. Some of them are pretty funny. Oh yeah. Even on like Fox News, you ever watch Fox News live? It's non-stop. It's like good versus evil trolls all day long. The moderators don't take it out unless it's like really crude. Don't encourage the trolls. Sorry, Gary. You're right. Alright, let's turn the boat. We got a bite on the turn back here earlier. I remember one time, a long time ago, I caught a big one back in here. It was at dark though, but I turned the boat. In the very back, there's like a rock pile. When I turned the boat, man, I got a big one off that rock pile. My gear is set too deep to go back there now. Tide's coming all the way in. Looks like almost high tide here. Patrick doesn't know about the trolls. Anybody who's here just to disrupt? I guess so. Oh yeah, cool, yeah. Heavy lift gang. Alright, makes sense to me. You can join the club. And welcome to Smurfoo. Yeah, hold on, I'm getting her turned around now. We just made the turn. I just gotta get her straightened out. We'll just go right on out there and see if we got any fish. Go on out there and see if there's not gonna be fish up on this here wire. I'll try and barricade you guys in so you don't fall over again. We'll check 3 lines here. Check that one with the fish on it. We'll check these other 3. Been driving around in this hurricane out here. No way to tell if I got one or not. Alright, let's see if we can stay this time, you guys. See if I can get it. I don't know why it would fall over. Sorry that it did. Oh man, it's better before. Hold on. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I moved that shovel and that should be good, right? Stay. Hold on, I gotta put this rain jacket on. I think it's raining. It's still raining out there? got one. I can't believe we caught one there. It's too bad you guys, all you can see is the daggone better like that. Dang it. You guys will stay like that. Got him on the old white assassin, Gary. That one was definitely not as frisky as the first one. lot of Washington people here. A lot of Washington State people here. Let's see if we can get this together. You gotta go snook fishing, Zyro. Look like the wind's gonna die down a little bit here. We could get one more. Oh, they're gonna one more fish. Thanks. Yeah, we got one. I didn't really think we were gonna have one, but we did. We had one on there. Woo! Don't say that, Shannon. Zyro been moonlighting with the females instead of taking us live snook fishing. Is that what the problem is? Yeah, that salmon had been swimming around on there for a while. It wasn't as nearly as frisky and had a little water in its guts. No telling where I caught that sucker. You were trying to hook him up. Hook it up to Zyro. Hook him up. EIS, what's up? I've been catching some halibut, EIS. There's been some halibut coming up. More than last year. For me, anyway. I usually catch a lot of halibut doing this. I mean, sometimes I do catch a bunch of halibut, but not as much as other people. I got like one a day out there on the ocean bar. It's pretty good for me for this time of year. Especially as cold as it's been. It's like they don't care how cold it is. They're coming in on time. And normally we start fishing for them right now. There's some around. Nice. How big was it? Great Gamer, what's up? How big was the king salamoon? Oh, okay, that's not very big. What's a cod jig look like? Is it those rubber eel jigs or what? Or use a feather jig? I have no idea. We got a couple kings. We're looking for one more to make it a triple. Not doing too bad considering we're in the harbor here. I can see the harbor from here. Oh, bait. That's I guess so. Anchoring up now. All right. That sounds good. It's been real windy here. Not a whole heck of a lot going on in the old Yucatan. We got an extension for kings. That's good. It closes on the 15th by law. It's a new law, but whatever. They gave us till April 15th, so that's good. Probably make some money now. At least I'm on a pace now to make at least like a normal paycheck every month. Typically in March, this time it gets really good. We make good money, but at least I'm on the pace to make like wages, good wages. Oh, thank you so much, Patrick. Got a hot chocolate. You remind me to get some of my good got good coffee today. Yeah, it is good news, really good news. We haven't caught hardly any of the quota so far, so it should go to the 15th, unless something crazy happens, which, I mean, it could. I doubt it. It's still kind of slow out there. I got a good hit on maybe Tuesday, but it's been slow. It's been horrible all winter, and now it's just slow. So, I mean, it should be fantastic, so it's still horrible, but make enough money to pay some bills, I guess. That's good. It goes until April 15th right now, and then it shuts down until May 1st, and we get 2 days a week here. Halibut opens on the 26th, I think. Which would be nice. If halibut was open right now, I could have kept 2 fish so far. I got 2 keepers. In the last 2 days out, I got 2 keeper halibut. Oh my goodness! Garrett's covering some fuel with a yellow ticket. How's the fleet doing out there, Shannon? Did they go fish or what? It's yellow. I was in the YouTube Studio app last night, and the YouTube Studio decided it was time to tell me. It said, sent me a big heart with a $sign in the middle, and it said, go connect with your fans, go live and earn super chats. YouTube, settle down. I've been live. I was just live for like 12 hours. They sent me a notification and it's like an animated heart thing trying to encourage me to go live more. It's like, I can't go live anymore, YouTube. Stop. Thank you, Gary. I guess so. It's a good deal for YouTube. Hey, the wind died down, you guys. Maybe we can try a different part of this drag. No idea where I caught that other fish. Maybe from that spot I was telling you that I like where I like to fish, but it was super windy and I thought I marked a fish, but maybe I got it on the float. Maybe that's where it came from. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was on there for all that long, really. We'll try this point right here. There's a point coming up. And we'll circle back into the cove again. I got one on the cop car hoochie and one on the white assassin cuttlefish. The cop car is on a metal flasher and the white assassin is on a red flasher. The cop car was way up in the water column and the metal, or the white assassin was on the cannonball. I actually set my gear a little bit deeper. I just set it, I set everything down to a solid 10 fathoms or 11 fathoms on my heavies. Something like that. From 9 fathoms to 10 or 11. The last fish came from the deep. Yeah, the cop car fish is only like 28 and an 1/8 inch, and 28 and a 1/4 inch is really a small one. The second fish is more like 29, 30 inches. both of them are small, but the first one is the buyer will be looking at it, but it'll make it. It's for sure over on my scale, on my thing. It's close though. What are you talking about? Won't only worth that much. Let's go back in that cove for one more pass, and then maybe we'll go. Maybe we shouldn't, but maybe we'll go over, try and get somewhere else. See if this wind kicks back up or if it's going to really die here. It just totally stopped. Bob S., what's up? What was going on over at Anyfin? Did they catch anything? Oh, you're talking about that boat repair again, huh? Hey, 29 awesome people, give me a favor and stop and hit the subscribe button. It won't hurt you. Help me get more than 1,000 people to subscribe to the channel. Trying to get 9.5. I can't believe I didn't get it yesterday. Bunch of people must have unsubscribed or something. Come on! Surely we'll get it today. We got steady. Ever since I changed the channel description, you can tell that it does seem like the algorithm sending in people that like looking for the commercial fishing content. I used to have the first sentence of the channel description. It was just that Bible verse I put in there. So the first sentence it just said Holy Bible. So I don't know. Maybe we got more Christian people coming in before. I'm not sure which one. I'd rather have Christians or fishermen. I changed it to say, the description now says commercial fishing in Alaska for salmon with daily Bible verses. So hopefully we get both. Hopefully we get both. We had a good quality of people coming in before. This seemed like not that many people. Maybe there should be more. I don't know. Thanks, Bob. You know what's funny is it seems like since I changed it, even like I got Travis Yoder to come in here. Like Travis Yoder never came to the channel. Maybe I sent it to him, or I have no idea why he all of a sudden showed up. He's been at Anyfin, friends with Bob for a long time, but he never came over here. Maybe he'll never come back. He might have been in before and then just didn't come back. I know before I was a Christian, I thought all the Christians were kooks, man. If you're in that book, we're not really crazy. We're right. But maybe you can take some Bible verses and not have to unsubscribe. Just hang out. It'll be okay. How much snow did I get? I don't know, man. It's so hard to tell because they keep plowing it, you know. I probably got another 6 inches or something yesterday of real wet, heavy snow. Yeah, which one? There's a bunch of them. Wilson's still alive. I see him down there. Check on the Wilson. Check on the Wilson. Edward got 6 and sleep. It's so nice now. All of a sudden, it's just nice. Let's head for the Cape. This has got to be ripping out there with the waves right now. After all that, we left now. We can be there by 3:30. I wish I had my wallet. I would run and sell those fish. I might try and sell them. I gotta be to the office by 5. It's 1:40 now. Probably have to leave at 4, something like that. Run up to my house, grab my wallet. I could drop off the fish, just pretend like I don't know I don't have my wallet. Oh, my wallet! Oh my goodness! Let me go get it. Fish fire start number 2 of my fish. I did that on purpose. Nah, I need the card. They can do it with the number, but yeah, you gotta have the card in your possession, I guess. Well, thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you. Thanks for the support. Gotta keep the Starlink running. Justify the Starlink. Yeah, no, you're supposed to have it in your possession to fish. They don't want people like, I don't know. If you don't, I know because I've lost it before. You could go to the fishing game office and give them like $80, and then they'll give you an emergency, immediate fishing license. Well, thank you, Gary. Can we get another bite? We got a bite from Gary and Patrick. We got him with the yellow card. Woo! Wilson treat. Yeah, we need some more pig ears. Thanks for supporting the stream. It's a crazy YouTube economy we have here. It's like, it's a whole nother dimension. We are trolling this cove in the opposite direction, sometimes rubbing against the grain, and you might get one to bite that wasn't interested with the other angle. It's a different angle on them, right? Coming around on the whatever angle this is. coming from south to north with my port side on the beach. Controlling with the starboard side on the beach all day. But show them the other side of gear, the ones up in the rocks and stuff. See what they think about that. Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of bait fish in this cove here up along the sides and in the back of it. Got at least one king out of here, so. Well, we've had 3 bites now, landed 2. Salud! There he is! You gonna go snook fish tonight? Gotta go snook fishing with his Saru! We get to go fishing. We're fishing right now. We got 16 hooks down. There's some big king salmon around. You never know when you get the big wood. Probably just break my line, but I'm due for a big one that doesn't break the line. Feel like a big sissy one. Doesn't like the hook pulling on it and just swim with it. Swim to the top. Bam! Alright, there's a little ball of feed on the surface. Let's see if we can get a bite here. Smash head like yesterday. There's a little blue mark on the bottom. Sometimes those are fish. It's not really shaped like a king salmon, but could be. There's another one. 2 of them down there. What do we got now? What do we got here? Going like as slow as I can, but it says I'm doing 3-2. Quick. Come on, swallow the herring. King Chaser! Bend the spoon, yeah, we've seen that before. Solid smasher. Yeah, we lost one on the White Assassin yesterday, didn't we? Or no, the one we kept. Yeah, that was a nice one. I remember now. Bigger. No, there's much bigger ones in here. Get an 18 pounder. That's what we're looking for. Maybe 20, 21 pounds. Caught one of those last fall. At the Knight Island. That's probably where that great big one came from. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be there in 30 knot southeast though. Not the best spot for that. Yeah, whatever day that was, Tuesday, that was a real good day. That's what I'm talking about. Green Hornet, black and white. Anything black and white in the sound. A lot of guys like the black and white here too. I noticed from a distance when I was looking at that black and white hoochie on the metal flasher that the flasher's going around and the hoochie's moving quite a bit. Well, you can see it just makes it, it's very visually, what's the right word? You can see it, because it's going black and white, is flipping around the black and white. It makes it, you can see the contrast, so it makes it so you see it looks like a lot of action. A little bit of bait fish. Some bait fish and stuff in here. It looks okay. About what it should look like. About what you would expect. Sometimes this time of year I get a big halibut out of here. Like, you know, like a 50, 60-pound halibut. They like the bait. They'll pick up the bait on this when I'm right back in here, this one certain spot. Year after year I get a big halibut back here in the spring. $40-pounder, I like to have a 40-pounder on, yeah. So I heard that guy got a picture of that big fish. One of the other guys had hand surgery. I was texting him, Casey Mapes, the guy. He texted me about the extension, and then talking about his busted hand. I was telling him about Vince. He goes, "I know. I saw a picture of it." So Vince has got a picture of it. I don't think he sold it. I don't think he's commercial fishing this year. Why we can't get another one, I don't know. Sometimes they get wore out in this little cove. Not enough of them in here to keep biting and biting. Whoa, yakking with them dogs! Let's go! Thanks, Derek. Broke 2 gaps. Man. Thanks, guys. Hooking it up with the yellow flag. Making a decent day out here. Thank you, Edmondson! That's great. We got the marshmallow hand. YouTube's got some goofy stuff, doesn't it? I mean, waking up thinking about a marshmallow wave hand. Don't eat my hand! Don't eat it! One time I saw a big brown bear in this cove right here. See it? It was a spring bear too. Oh, there's the corgi! Look at that guy! Woo! Oh! Alright, this looks kind of like a fish here. This is the boomerang fish that I think might actually be a fish. See, it's chasing the bait there. Pretty classic, huh? Something tells me it won't bite though. Experience. Is that sny? Yeah, that feels spin big as a cell phone. That's crazy, Shannon. I don't need them to be that big. It would be nice if they were all about 15 pounds, easy to deal with. Pay really well. I know a guy caught a 53-pounder here a few years ago on the herring, using it for halibut on like a whatever 14-aught circle hook. They just bit onto it while it was helicoptering down. They got it. He was just out in the middle of the bay in 50 fathoms or whatever. Let it out. Grabbed onto it halfway or something, I think. Yeah, we ate some. I ate an apple. Like this, that kind of fruit. Yeah. We got 2 salmon so far. One of them barely legal, and one of them about 9 pounds, I guess. Nice. Sounds like there's plenty of king salmon down there. Mango fruit. I like mangoes. We got mangoes here. Sometimes we get a pretty good deal on mangoes. And I guess nothing's really a good deal here, but I don't buy them when they're like $7, I'll tell you that much. But I buy them sometimes when they're like $4, I'll buy one. Send you all soup. Holly's getting sick. I think she went to work anyway, but said everyone's got some bug or something. The sick bug. There's a bite, a little tiny biter. I think that was a bite. Maybe I'm hitting the bottom. I forgot I changed my depth. Rubbing the bottom a little bit. That's all that was. See if it stops so it keeps going. I think it stopped. Just testing the bottom a little bit. Still there. Pulling the old Judah. Ready for a big strike? Anytime now. I want to go try this other cove. We like went over there, but it was blowing so hard that might be where we got that one fish from. We'll try this point and then we'll cut across this cove. Go back over there. As soon as I even say something about that, the wind's kind of starting up again. My dad didn't fish, but he would take me, he would buy me stuff. He would take me all over to go fishing, but he was never good at it. He didn't really care one way or the other. My uncle and cousin at the farmhouse were big fishermen. They did, we had 3 ponds. I mean, we still got the place. There's 3 ponds and a creek in Central Virginia. And they were good bass fishermen, you know. They would catch the big bass And my grandfather had, he was into trying to be like self-sustaining type of deal, the aquaculture. He had hybrid bluegill and channel catfish that we would feed. You know, we had 100-pound sacks of feed, and you take them down there and throw them in the pond. Those fish were like, those are pretty cool. Basically farm. I had a captive audience of big channel catfish and mega bluegill to catch. I found the best bait for those was the single salmon egg. They could not resist it because you throw out the pellets and they on the water, and they come get the pellets. They learn not to eat like a lure or whatever, but you throw a salmon egg in there, it's like a red pellet. It smells good. They're irresistible. Carrot, you want to see the Willison? Where do you listen? Where do you listen? Wilson, Carrot's here. Wilson. Oh, good doggy. There you go. Had to get his attention. He's still alive. Barely. Wouldn't that be something if I ran over my own crab pot? Oh, it is. It's getting windy for real. I'm going to try going over there anyway. It's not that windy. Let's cut across the cove. Let's see the crab pot. There it is. Oh, man. Probably some crabs in there already. Where is it? There it is. Those crabs. Cut across the channel here. Over the other side. It's Willison, the big Willison. I much prefer to fish offshore. I mean, we could end up catching the same number of fish in here, but they're smaller. At least today they are. And out there, sometimes they go crazy. Be lucky to get one more in here. Cool that there's at least a couple fish around. See if we can get another one or two. Top secret, Patrick. Secret bait. Yeah, get a nice big one. Bring the weight up. I'd like to be parking the boat at around 4 o'clock so I can go sell. Actually, what's tomorrow? Let me check the weather really quick. Hold on a second.